Okay, I'm installing the pistons onto the connecting rods, and a couple things. Well, first make sure you got them aligned right. Left hand, right hand. That's the right hand. This is the left hand one. And what I want to do here is install this clip first, so it's easier to press in this side. And okay, so that's that side there. Whenever you get wrist pins, they're stamped. They're stamped out of a piece of steel. One side's rounded and one side's going to be sharper. You want the sharper side out, so you got a nice sharp edge to catch the lip in the piston, so the pin can never come out. And there's all different theories on how to put these things in, but typically you always want to put the down here, you see the two little eyelets, you want to put them down at the bottom. Let's say you put it in, the theory is if you put it in sideways with the up and down force, you know, the banging, the gravitational pull there will, or centrifugal pull there will maybe pull that clip open or eventually wear it out. So by putting the clips down at the bottom, there's less likely that the holes down at the bottom, less likely that clip will come out. So I lent out my good snap-on circlip pliers to somebody, never got them back. So this is going to go this way. Put the clip at the bottom. Hard to do this here backwards. I'm doing this backwards. Get this in here. Should snap right in there. It'll snap when it's in there. There we go. Okay, that one's seated in there. I'm going to heat up the skirt here a little bit to see if I can slide it through a little easier. Okay, heat this up. I'm going to burn my fingers. Oh, that doesn't take too long. It'll cool off quickly here. There we go. That pressed right in. And I'll put the circlip in. Give me that. He's got a glass stopper in his mouth. Oh yeah. Put it down. I got a whole box of them. He went into the box. Give me that. Oh, I'll never catch him. Those are all my tricks. Wanna get treat? Let's get treat. Here's treat. Oh, look what I got. Here's treat. Oh, good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah. Oh, look what I got. You sit. Sit. Good boy. Oh, it's a good. Oh, he knows all my tricks. I give up. Just putting the piston rings on. The oil ring you put on the center corrugated part first, and according to the the directions here. These Hastings rings are marked top ring, second ring, third ring is the oil rings. You want to put the corrugated part, let's say the center's here, then you put the ring spacer 1 inch to the side and the bottom, and then the top one 1 inch spacer to the right. And you can move these around a little bit. I'm just going to put the top ring on right now, and there's a dot right there. The dot on the second ring and the top ring, the dot faces up. And you can put it on in any position, but then you got to move it. So just got to be really careful. You can break these very easily. Just slide it in like that. So what I always like to do, this is the exhaust side of the engine. Up front here, yeah, this is the exhaust. So what I always like to do is take the second 2 rings and put them at the back. On the intake side, it's the cooler side, less pressure. And I put them about 60 degrees apart. Second ring here, top ring, gap here. If you can see, that was a gap here and a gap here. And that's how I'll do it on this one as well too. Gap there, gap here, 60 degrees apart about. You always seem to do the top rings opposite the hot exhaust side. I'm putting some of that Loctite 518 gasket maker around the base of this. I don't want any oil leaks. And I'll probably put another layer on the bottom of the cylinders as well too, so it's squished in between. That's where I'm at with that. Dowel pin goes there. Probably don't need this much on here. Okay. I'll do that with the rod. Okay, just about ready to lower the cylinders down. Got the cylinders back on. Pistons are in. I did it with my fingers, so it took a long time. I didn't want to film it. It took me like 45 minutes. And I had an issue. Those Hastings rings, they're not exactly the same. The top ring and the second ring are identical. That fits fine. And even the oil rings are fine, except for the spacer ring at the bottom. This spacer ring is notched on the side, and I don't know how many thou that's sticking up, 5 thou or so, 10 thou. The original spacer ring is just a little flat piece on the bottom of the ring, so when you put the 2 other oil rings on it, it clamps it in, holds it down. So every time I kept trying to put the cylinder on, I couldn't get it over top of the oil rings because this was holding it out too far. So I put in the old spacer ring and with the new oil rings on it, and that seems to work. So they did that, it slid right on. I had never seen that before. But anyways, those Hastings rings, the top ring, middle ring are fine, but the oil spacer ring is different. Luckily I had my old ones. So that's where I'm at there. I got this on. Everything looks good. I'm going to leave it at the top. Only problem is, I can't find my bolts anywhere. I've gone through every single box. I've gone through all of these boxes, all these boxes, all those boxes, and down there, I can't find those nuts. They're here somewhere, so I'm going to be digging all night tonight and tomorrow to find them to bolt this down. That's where I'm at though. The engine's just about there.